but not upset.
What do you want?
Don't get uppity with me, Mother. I hold all the cards here.
It's not going to do any good to get angry.
Oh, it makes me feel a hell of a lot better.
I think I'm gonna go take a shower.
I get good and cold.
Go to hell, Vicky.
I'll see you there, Jake. Oh, let's get into some real serious girl talk, okay?
Stop it. Just stop.
I asked you if it was over between the two of you, and you said yes.
It is over.
Oh, is that why you have your hands all around me when I walk in the door?
Let me ask you a question. Are you upset because of what I did with Jake?
I think it's quite enough.
Or are you jealous of me?
You think I'm jealous?
I don't know what you are.
Well, I know exactly what you are.
I didn't abandon...
Stop it! Just don't compare yourself to me anymore.
I'm not perfect. I never pretended to be.
Just how long did it take you to jump into bed with Jake after you and Dad split up, huh?
You're speaking from your anger, and I'm not going to dignify that.
What are you going to do when Dad finds out?
He isn't. Is he?
I don't know. I mean, I never thought anybody would find out about Jake and me. The next thing I knew, everyone was talking about it at the dinner table, so who knows?
Is this how we're going to coexist, Victoria? Every time I turn my back, I have to wonder if you're going to tell your father what I've done. Well, it's not going to be like that. I'm telling you that right now.
How is it going to be?
Tell him. Tell him if you have to. But let me know one way or the other right now. I'm not going to be strung along for the rest of my life, and I'm not going to live in fear of you.
I don't think you're in any position to make ultimatums, Mother.
Well, I'm issuing one right now. Are you going to tell your father I slept with Jake or not?
How is Dad?
Answer my question.
Let's talk about something else, okay?
He's fine. As a matter of fact, he hasn't been this happy in a long time.
Why don't you tell me how he really feels?
Your father and I have taken a tremendous step forward. It was a very long and difficult separation.
What do you mean it was?
You remember the other night when you were there and your father said, I'd like to be alone with your mother?
Oh. You two are...
Yes, we are. And it's been a long time.
But you had Jake there through it all as your lover, right?
You don't know what you're talking about.
You're telling me you still love Dad?
I've always loved your father.
Is that why you kicked him out and filed for divorce?
Victoria, you know why. He's the father of my children. We have a lifetime together. We've had separations, we've had hard times and a lot of pain, but we've always come back together, always. In spite of ourselves, in spite of everything. Can you understand that?
What I know is not just something I can ignore for the rest of my life.
So you're going to use that to hurt everybody that you care about? I know that you find it very difficult to conceive of forgiving me right now. But one day you might regret that. One day you may need me again. You can take your love away from me. But you can't make me stop loving you. I'm your mother. I always will be. Think about that. I have to go home. I promised Michael I'd spend the day with him and Mikey.
Donnelly.
Yes.
Damn it, Vicky, I needed to speak to
Well,
her.
obviously she has nothing to say to you, Jake.
Look, I know you're a little ticked off, but I am not in the mood for one of your lectures.
One question.
Later, Vicky.
When you were in bed with my mother, were you thinking of Marley?
Marley left me, and there's nothing I could do to stop it.
So you just started up with my mother.
You don't know what this is about, Vicky, so why don't you just shut up?
I don't know what it's about. Have you forgotten who you're talking to, Jake?
Go home, Vicky.
How could you do it?
Oh, things just happen. Remember, Vic?
Not you two.
What do you mean?
Forgive us. Forgive us.
I didn't plan this, you know?
No, I don't know. I think you planned every single minute of it, Jake.
It's because you've been hurt so bad so many times, you wouldn't know special if it hit you between the eyes.
Oh, it's special now. You seduced my mother, and now it becomes special.
We started our business together, Vicky. It just turned into much more.
That's a bicarbonate.
Her husband left her. You know what that feels like, Vicky? Her husband left her. She felt abandoned, unloved, unattractive.
Oh, and you showed her the error of her ways.
I took care of her when your famous father wouldn't. I cared about her when she was so fragile I thought she was going to break in too. We spent a lot of time together. We became friends. I liked her for the very first time in my entire life. We made love.
Spare me. The visual image I'm conjuring doesn't warm my heart.
You see, Vicky, we really cared about each other. All the physical stuff came later. We didn't try to hurt you. We didn't try to hurt Marley. We didn't try to hurt anyone. It just happened.
Nothing just happens with you.
She matters to me, Vicky. I am not just gonna walk away.
Are you saying you're in love with my mother?
Marley,
Jamie,
I saw you this afternoon.
you did?
Come on, let's talk. It's true, isn't it? You and Michael.
Yes.
Great. That's just great.
Jake, please try to understand.
Why?
Because he's been the most important man in my
Well,
life.
I thought that was all in the past.
He's a part of me. He always has been. I've been in love with him since I was 16 years old. He's the father of my children.
What does that make me?
A friend. Probably the best friend I've ever had.
A friend?
That's all we ever should have been to each other.
We were good together, Donna. Hell, we were great.
It was one time.
What was it? It these months. Months of finding out who we really were. Fighting how we really felt about each other.
Things just got a little out of control.
They didn't. We didn't just make a mistake, Donna, and fall into bed together one night. We knew exactly what we were doing. I remember your face.
I was very upset.
It wasn't just that. You looked into my eyes and you knew exactly what I was feeling. There were no secrets, Donna.
Well, there's going to be one now.
Look at me. Making love with you was as right as anything I have done in my entire life. Please, don't make this into a one-night stand.
I didn't realize this meant so much to you.
What about what it meant to you?
It doesn't matter.
Of course it matters.
It can't. I had to choose. I chose Michael. If you can't accept that, then we can't work together.
I don't buy that.
We can't talk about it anymore. If you keep bringing it up, we'll have to share my... Sell my share.
So we just sweep this under the rug, huh? I check in the clock in the morning and I check out at night.
Jake, this isn't just for me. It's for Marley, too.
Marley. Right. I forgot.
I'll give you some time to think it over.
I don't need time to think it over. It doesn't matter what we say or what we don't say. You'll never forget that night.
Please move.
Not until you listen to me.
We talked last night.
And I said too much. That's what I wanted to say to you. I mean, who am I to lecture anybody about their personal life?
I don't know. Who are you?
The man who had a wonderfully successful relationship with your sister.
Uh-huh.
So, I came off like a big brother. Forgive me.
Pompous older brother, maybe.
What did you say?
Nothing.
Was that word pompous?
I couldn't decide between pompous and
And what?
supercilious, pretentious, bombastic.
No, you didn't.
Vicky, could I please have the rest of the afternoon off?
What? This whole place
I promise
is...
I will be home in time to give Stephen dinner, and I'll make sure that he's in bed before the party starts, okay?
Okay.
Thank you so much. Nice to meet you, Jack.
So, Jack, how long must you stay?
Are we ever going to get past this?
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I being unreasonable?
I think you are, Vicky.
Oh, gee, I'll have to rethink how I feel about my ex-boyfriend sleeping with my mother before the ink dried on his divorce decree from my
I
sister.
missed talking to you.
No, you didn't.
Don't tell me what I think,
Why
Vicky,
not?
because I came here out of the goodness of my heart to take a step toward reconciliation.
Oh,
because
well.
if it's going to happen, I'm going to make it happen. All you can do is sit and file your nails and insult me.
Well, honey, when somebody has a track record like you got to take care of yourself. You know what I mean?
So, who's coming to your party?
Not you.
Come on.
I would not invite you to my party if you got down on your knees and kissed my feet.
There is no chance of that.
Good.
Come on, Vic, let me go to your party. I don't have anything to do.
Time for this. My babysitter just ditched me. I have 30 people coming for cocktails in 6 hours. I've got to get my nails done, my hair done. And to top it all off, my favorite lipstick is not sold in this one-horse town, so I have got to go to the city and back again with Stephen in his car seat. So if you don't mind, I would really like you to get out of
Paulina
here.
rushing off to meet her boyfriend?
I doubt it. And forget it.
Why did you find out she's related to you?
Out!
Vicky, what are we, dieting again?
Please.
I'm gonna wear you
Please,
down.
just go
I'm
home.
gonna wear you down.
Fat chance.
Vicky, you're gonna need me again. You're gonna get in some scheme. You're gonna need help. You're gonna need an alibi. You're gonna realize that of all the men you've known, I'm the only one who hasn't written you up, Vicky. You're gonna come crawling back to me on cracked glass.
You're exhausting me. I need a nap.
So have you heard from Marley?
Is that what this is all about?
It's a simple yes or no. You've either heard from her or you haven't.
You're a nervy little cretin, aren't you? You think I'm gonna tell you anything? You almost loused up my parents' marriage. If you think I'm gonna let you get your slimy hands on my sister again and really push her away, you are out of your mind, buddy.
Vic,
I mean it. If Marley has any sense at all, she is out on the prowl for a new man who doesn't have a libido for brains.
That is strange. The doorman sending up your babysitter, Paulina,
What's
whatever.
Paulina doing here?
Do you know, Rachel?
What are you doing here?
I should be here with his family.
Is Stephen all right?
Yes, he's fine. He's at home with his mother.
I think you want to leave.
Yes, I'm sorry, dear. This is a private family gathering. You've got no business here.
I am here because this is a private family gathering, Mrs. Wheeler.
I beg your pardon.
Do you want to tell them or should I?
I don't want a thing to do with this.
What is going on here?
Paulina, why don't you just say what you came to say?
Matt Corey was my father.
What did you say?
He was my father.
What do you hope to accomplish?
You knew about this, Rachel?
Yes.
Well, I can see why you kept it to yourself. Obviously, this creature's after Daddy's money.
No, that's not true.
Wait a minute. Everybody cool down and let Paulina explain what she means. I know what she means, and I don't care to hear it again.
About a year ago, I received a letter from a woman named Maria.
Maria. Maria who?
Maria Hernandez de Silva.
Well, that's original.
In this letter, she explains that she was my mother and that Matt Corey was my father.
Wait, you lived in our house and you didn't tell us this?
I was afraid, and I didn't want to tell you until I was absolutely sure.
You mean you wanted more rehearsal for this lousy performance?
Please listen to me.
You lived in our house. You took care of our children. We treated you practically like one of the family, and you wait until now to tell us the story?
It's not a story. It's my life.
I can't believe I'm hearing this.
Why don't you tell everybody what you've learned, and then let them make their own determinations?
You knew about this, too?
I happened to be there when Paulina told Rachel.
Oh. Okay. Now, this Maria, whatever her name was, where is she from?
She's from Central America.
No, that's specific.
She wrote me this letter right before she died.
Oh, she's dead, is she?
Yes.
What a pity.
Don't you care at all about what I'm saying to you?
No. No, should I?
I found out my parents were alive. And then before I could find them, I found that they were both gone. You are my only connection to my father.
Well, that might be true. But if you think that you can have anything to do with this family, you're off your perky little rocker.
Paulina, I hope you understand how difficult this is for us to believe.
Please, just let me read you something. If you are ever in great need, you must not be ashamed to seek your father. He is a brilliant and important American named Mackenzie Corey, and I'm writing to him to tell him of your existence. You see?
For heaven's sake, see what?
My mother contacted Matt Corey before he died. He knew about me, I'm sure.
Time's up, Paulina. I've had enough.
I think we've all had enough. Now, before I call security and have you thrown out, I think there is something that you should know. If that woman had contacted my father, we would all of us have known about it. Because he would have told us. At least Rachel would have known. Because that is the sort of man that my father is.
You see, they didn't have any secrets in their marriage. And as much as I hate to admit it, before he passed away, they were closer than ever. So you see, that letter is a lie. In fact, your whole life is a lie. Now, why don't you just leave?
I can't believe this.
You better believe it. Because you've picked the wrong family for your little roost. Consider yourself shut down.
Man, you are slow on the uptake. I told you to leave hours ago.
That was my godson.
Fine, and don't remind me.
Come on, Vicky, you can't just cut me out of your life.
Says who?
I do. You and I have too much fun together, Vicky.
You messed with my head for a few years, then we both put my sister through hell. Now you've chosen my mother for torture. The way I see it, you have worked your way through the Hudson women, and we would all like just a little break from the action for about 50 years or so.
You were much nicer when you were married to Dr. Kildare.
Would you like me to show you how to open the door and leave?
He took the edge off you. Now you're so tense, all you have time to do is be a royal...
Look! I don't have to justify my actions to you. If you would like to sit in my house, then I can do or say whatever I please.
You are just mad because Jamie's out of town and he doesn't miss you one
No, he
little
doesn't
bit.
miss me.
Has he called you?
We're divorced, remember?
Well, that wouldn't stop you, would it?
If I walked in to his little medical conference in my red strapless number and planted one on him, he would fall all over himself.
You've been thinking about it, haven't you?
What? Thinking about what?
You are going so nuts that you've been thinking about going to France.
Maybe. Only to show him that he can't cut loose unless I'm there with the scissors.
What if you're wrong? What if he's met some French babe with long frog legs and a little conscience?
If he did, he wouldn't know what to do with her. Believe me, there is not another woman on this earth who can make Jamie feel the way I do. Trust me.
We lost one of the greatest men I have ever known a year ago today. And you have done your best to walk all over his memory. If you really knew my father, you would not have the insensitivity to do this.
I didn't know him. I never had him in my life. You all lost a man who raised you. I lost a man who was my father in name only. I never even got to see him, or talk to him, or have him kiss me goodnight. But I'll tell you something. I would give anything to have him in this room with me now, because I know he would have accepted me. And I'm sorry for intruding on your day, but I don't know very much about how a family works, or what it feels to be a part of one.
It makes one very protective and resistant to interlopers.
You know, who taught you to be so cold? Couldn't have been my father.
Don't you dare call him your father.
You know, everyone I talked to told me that Matt Corey was the kindest, most compassionate man they'd ever known. I find it hard to believe that not 1 ounce of his goodness rubbed off on any of you. I am a Corey, and I will spend the rest of my life proving it if I have to.
Just one moment, it was real, and I could feel that we could make it happen.
For just one moment, you were there, and I wasn't scared to let you in.
Just one moment, just one moment.
And when you held me, I was strong,
So strong.
nothing could go wrong, 'cause you were all I needed.
And when we kissed, I came alive. Felt good inside. To find someone I could believe in.
All the pieces fit. You came to me so sweetly, reaching for the moon. I gave myself to you completely.
I gave myself to you completely.
For just one moment,
It was right.
our hearts lit up the sky. Together, we gave our all, we took our chances. For just one moment, we were free to be just you and me. For just one moment, just one moment.
If we could fly away, would we find a way in our hearts to begin again and learn to live with the greatest gift life's got to give? Oh, let it never end.
For just one moment,
It was right.
our hearts lit up the sky. Together,
We had it all. We knew the answer.
for just one moment, we were free
To be just you and me. For just one moment, just one moment, it was right.
Please go back without me. It was wonderful here, but it has to end. We both have lives to go back to in Bay City. Thank you for a very special memory. Marley.
For just one moment, just one moment.
Oh, no.
Hi.
Hi. What are you doing here? You know, you're not supposed to see my wedding dress. What are you trying to do, jinx me?
I missed you